like they never invite me. I have to freaking ask them if they want to come over and stuff like that. Like the last time, I think they asked me, actually I don't even think they ever asked me to hang out. I had to ask them if I could come over. And that's why I'm like, I don't even want to be friends with y'all anymore. Cause y'all don't even think of me. Like she invited her. She invited Mary Alice to her, what's it called? She went out of town for her birthday. She went to Great Wolf Lodge. I think that's out of town somewhere. But they both went there together. And then I said, why didn't you invite me? And then she said, because I thought your mom would say no. Bitch. I should have knocked her big ass out. Like, I swear to God. And then, I think it was a couple nights before Halloween, she wanted to, like, get in an argument with me, so I called her a bitch, and I said, you're fucking annoying, and you need to shut up. And then her mama got on the phone, and my mom didn't even want to talk to her because, first of all, her mom was annoying, and then, all that. And then my mom didn't want to talk to her mom, so I pretended to be my mom on the phone with her mom. I was like, hello. And then, freaking, dude, and then her mom was like, you're not her mom. Taylor, I know that's you. But, anyway, so after that, like, and then my mom talked to her. My mom was like, okay, bye, we don't, like, she was, like, trying to say something. My mom was like, okay, bye, we don't care, we literally don't care. And then she just hung up on her. And then, because I was supposed to go trick-or-treating with them on Halloween, right? And, like, I don't know, Grace wanted to get in an argument with me about something, and then her mom was like, her mom was like, she was like, she doesn't trust me around both of them. Like, what am I gonna do? Shoot somebody? With a fucking Nerf gun? Like, are y'all slow? But, anyway, and then, like, I've had, like, problems with her before, and I don't think I've ever gotten into a fight with Mary Alice, but this time it was just, like, honestly my last straw, because she would, like, always do stuff with Grace behind my back, and it was annoying. And me and Grace, we were like, we were gonna plan a surprise sleepover for Mary Alice, and she was like, oh, never mind, we can't do it. My mom said that she doesn't like you and she doesn't want you around us because she don't trust you. Girl, your mama's a hoochie mama. Your mama is a stuck-up brat, straight up. She think her shit don't stink. Her noo-noo smells. Like, girl. And I've met her mama once, and her mama was, like, so stuck up and so annoying. But that's why I'm like, I don't even want to be friends with y'all anymore. And, like, it got to the point where one of Allie's friends, remember Allie, right? Yeah, so one of her friends went to school with Grace when she was at the other school, and stuff like that. And basically, she gave my freaking number to the kid that Allie was friends with, even though she didn't know, even though actually she did know that they were harassing me through text and all that. She knew that, and she was like, oh, well, I gave them your number because I wanted to tell you something. Grace, how would you like it if I gave somebody that hates you and harasses you every single day to make you want to kill yourself your number? Like, and then she's like, oh, well, I didn't know they were doing that to you. And I'm like, I literally told you. Are you slow? Are you a little bit retarded? You retarded? But TT, what are you doing? Hey, get off. Get off my computer. Anyway, so she gave that person my number, and then all they did was just like text, like they texted a period and they sent it just so they could like remember the number. And then I asked Grace, I was like, what did they send? Literally, what did they send to me? And she was like, oh, they just sent like a little period. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I blocked the number. But like I got called like the N-word from all them people. And she was like, oh, well, I didn't know that. And I'm like, girl, shut your bitch ass up. Yes, you did know. You did know. Don't be lying. Don't be lying. But, trying to think of other times I've had problems with her. I always be having problems with her. And then, and even me and Mary Alice be talking about Grace behind her back sometimes. Like, and straight up, like I'm telling you, every time I would sit by Grace, her crotch would stink. Like I'm telling you. Like it stunk. Like I could smell it and my eyes would water every time I walked past her. And I was like, girl, put some deodorant on. Put some deodorant on, please. Like it smelled fishy. Tia, did it smell? Tia, did it smell? Freaking Ash Trevino. Like, girl. And then remember when my mom almost fought them girls at the Halloween thing? Where they were like, they kept looking at me because I didn't like them. It was Natalia and Avery, but I didn't like them. So, and I always had like problems with them. I went to elementary school with Natalia, but I didn't know that girl Avery. She was just friends with Natalia, and she was like really annoying. And Avery looked like a pig, and Natalia was like really stuck up, and she was like always rude to everybody. And she would talk about me behind my back and stuff. And she spread that I supposedly got beat up to like freaking other schools and stuff. And I'm like, girl, doesn't your mom have herpes? No, but like seriously, like there's like a thing going around saying that her mom has herpes. But anyway, so my mom was like staring at her because they kept looking at me. And she came up behind them and she just kept staring at them. It was so funny, dude. Because I kept looking at them and my mom looked so, like, she looked like she was cracked out. The way she was staring, she was like she was about to do some freaking Jedi shit. And I'm like, mother, it's not that serious. It's really not. But I hated them so much. And then they were like, after Allie assaulted me and all that, I was like in ISS for skipping class, I think. Or either, no, this was for getting into a fight with Samaya, which is my Pookie. I love Pookie Samaya. But anyway, after getting into a fight with her, she kicked me in the stomach, and then I called her a bitch and I ripped her hair out and then choked her and all that stuff. But anyway, so I have to go to ISS, which they let her out of ISS and made me stay in there. And I'm like, Miss Ma'am, do you want me to rip your bald-headed lace front out with my bare hands? But anyway, and then I was in ISS, and them girls, I went to go pee because like your girl had to piss, and then like they were at the sink. And for some reason, somebody blew up the bathroom. Like, that was like a vile shart somebody sucked. But somebody sharted up in there. And I had to go into the bathroom. And it stunk to high heaven up in there. But I had to, like, not breathe. And then they walked in. And I heard them. They were like, ooh, why does it stink in here? It's probably Taylor. And then I walk out of the bathroom stall. And I'm looking at them like, no, honey, that's your own noo-noo. That's your own no-no. But, and then I go to, like, the sink where they're at, and then they're like, are you really pressing charges on Allie? And I said, mind your fucking business. Like, I straight up said that to them. And then they're just like, they scoffed, like, they were like, really? Did she just say that to me? Girl, you're not deaf. Do you need a cochlear? Do you need a cochlear? Are you that deaf? Like, bitch, did I stutter? Did I stutter? I didn't. And then when I had my schedule switched around, I went to PE because I went to the wrong thing, which I regret even going to that class. But I thought I had PE, which I didn't. And so I went to PE, and some girl named Mackenzie, and then Natalia and Avery, they were all there, and they kept staring at me and looking over at me. Because I was sitting on the bleachers while they were all on, like, the gym court. Because I did not want to get my lazy behind up and freaking go over there and freaking stretch or whatever they were doing. And so I just sat on the freaking bench drawing, I think. And then they want to keep looking at me like, and I'm like, I keep staring back at them. And then they just stop looking at me, and I'm like, bitch, do I need to do witchcraft on you if you keep looking at me? And then, bro, we were so, like, nosy during ISS because we heard there was a fight in the hallway. We all ran into the hallway and we was staring. It was so funny. But, and then I remember, like, how I think everything started because I was talking about some other girl that wasn't, I was saying there's another girl named Valerie, but she wasn't at the school. It was somebody from a different one. Did you just shit yourself? Anyway, so basically, it was recess, and I was talking about some girl, which they had the same name as one of the girls in the group. And then they came over there, and John Asia, she was like all up in my face. She was like, "Do you want to take this out to the field? We can go fight right now." And I'm like, "Girl, I don't know what your little skinny ass is doing, but it is not. No. No." Every time she kept saying, "Do you want to go to the field? Do you want to go to the field?" I kept just staring at her like, I'm like, what is this bitch doing? Is she having a spasm? She was like, "Do you want to go to the field? Do you want to go to the field?" Like, reminding me of freaking Nicki Minaj Pink Friday moves. And like Raymond Holiday freaking ass. But she was like that, and I was like, is this bitch having a spasm? But turns out she wasn't. Just turns out slow. And then Vera, you remember Vera? She freaking leaked my address. I don't know. Like, they were on a group chat, and they randomly added me in it. And then they were like, "Oh, this is Taylor's address." And I'm like, huh? What do you mean? No.